A rolled up tarpaulin, probably just like the ones hanging all over the place. Of course, it's pretty cold all year round up here in the mountains, but this year winter came particularly early. It worked. I got one. It'll take a long time for the icicle to melt. After all, the pot isn't all that warm. I should speed up the melting process. That's the entrance to my family's gnome hole. We've been living here for generations. Hey, my mechanical flying fish Nemo. How did you get there? One of the few technical devices I ever built. Well, to be honest, actually my father and my sister really, but I did watch. It still works. A solid example of gnome technology, if I do say so myself. That door is part of Dad's living space optimization unit. Behind it is sort of a car park for rooms. Those are the controls for our living space optimization unit. My father invented them. Our kitchen. Our flour mill. Mother makes sure we eat a healthy diet. One day we'll all be big and strong, comparatively. There's still some grain in the funnel. Barley, I think. Master Merlin's antibacterial kitchen cleaner. The dirt disappears like magic. If only I could cast spells like Merlin, or any other household cleaner for that matter. Mum hid the knives as a precaution. After Grandad's knife-throwing training classes last year, she doesn't trust us anymore. A pale blue glowing liquid. Something tells me it's probably not good for you. My mum wrote super fertilizer on it. Probably one of her genetic experiments. This is my very cool room. My old tennis racket, although I was never very good. The catgut is missing. What did I use that for? My old Gnome Scout rucksack. Pretty tough that, but somehow I always had the feeling it could have been a little larger. I wonder if putting small bags and pouches in it would increase the rucksack's capacity. I'll just knot the loose ends around the frame. Done. Wouldn't want to play tennis with it, but it does make a fine scoop net. Gotcha. And down we go.
Halt! Who's there?
Hi, Grandad. It's me.
I doubt it. What's the password?
Password? I don't know anything about a password.
Bad answer. Prepare to die, scoundrel!
It's important, Grandad.
So is the password. We are at war, damn it. War suffereth no carelessness. So, the password.
Nuclear first strike, sir.
Correct. What do you want?
A gremlin gave me this ring. He said it's very important. He said the ring has to be delivered to the Archmage as quickly as possible.
A ring? Have you checked it for contamination?
What?
For curses, hexes, poison?
What
am I talking about? Of course you have. No one would accept a ring from a gremlin and not check it for curses. Dangerous little blighters, those gremlins. You shouldn't feed them after midnight, you know.
The gremlin said this ring could decide the course of the entire war.
Decide the course of the war? That would be... Where is this gremlin?
He's been kidnapped. He barely had time to give me this ring. It should be taken to the Archmage as quickly as possible.
The Archmage? Yes. He'd know what to do. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've trained for. This is the hour in which a stout youngster becomes an adult. The hour of glory. The hour of fame. Hour!
But what do you mean stout?
Does everyone know what they have to do?
No.
Right, men. Let it be so.
A thin, silvery elven rope. It's very light and almost unbreakable. That's Dad's spare toolbox. Well, he took his everyday tools, his travel tools, and his finest tools with him. Let's see. What have we here? Wrench, pliers, auger grease, a minotaur foot, a curse meter. I'll just take the entire box. An old extension arm. Very handy if you're too small to reach an object. Kind of a widespread problem amongst us gnomes. Grandad has this thing about secrecy. I think he's afraid of Shadow Army spies or something. Grandad?
Call me Colonel.
Just what exactly are we to do now, Colonel Grandad?
We've just discussed that. You get the equipment, I'll sort out the means of transport.
Equipment for what?
For what? For your journey to the town of the humans, of course. You need to pay more attention, my boy.
I'm supposed to... I thought someone else...
Who? I very much doubt you'll find anyone else here who's prepared to look death in the eye. This is your chance to be a tragic hero, my boy. A painful loss for the Alliance. Don't you want to be a hero?
Sure, I'd like to do something exciting, but I'm not sure I'm ready to try being...
Try? There is no try, only do. This is your chance. You'll be a hero, and I'll show everyone that this old gnome is still good for something. So, here's the plan. You get yourself some good gear. I'll sort out the means of transport.
All right. I can have a look around, but no promises. About my equipment.
Yes? Have you got everything?
I don't know. What exactly should I take?
Let me think. You need a helmet. You can fight without legs, but you can't fight without a head.
Without legs?
And you need a map of the area. Reconnaissance is everything. We are living in the information age.
So I need a map and a helmet. Got it.
And then, of course, you'll need a parachute. Better to be safe than sorry.
Just why I mean a parachute?
Just a precaution.
I'll go look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But remember, never look a Medusa in the eye. And never look at anyone on the underground.
Right. Probably the statue of some famous dwarven leader. I don't know much about their history. There's no way I can walk all the way to Seastone. That's many days' march through these mountains. Master Brewer, sir! Hello? Master Brewer, sir! Where are you? Master Brewer, sir! Master Brewer!
What? What?
We have to tell the other dwarves. There was this gremlin in a cage and he gave me this ring and...
What kind of ring, then?
This ring! It's a very important ring. The gremlin said all our fates...
Wilbur, I really don't have time for this kid stuff. I've got more important things to do.
But the ring has to be delivered to the Archmage down in the human town. The gremlin said it could end the war.
Listen, laddie, that's a ring. What's it supposed to be able to do?
It's... I have to. The gremlin wasn't lying.
Just think about it. When has anybody ever given an important ring to a little being like a gnome? That sort of thing just doesn't happen.
But...
That's enough. Now, go home. It's getting late.
I guess I can't expect any help from the Master Brewer. It shouldn't take long to melt the icicle. The stove is still warm. The icicle is gone. All that's left is crystal clear water. A perfect fit. Now we can make long-reaching attacks on bacteria. Now I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. It's too bad that slime had to be so evil. Now that's a helmet fit for a hero. It only stinks a little bit. So that should keep my head safe. All I need now is the map and a parachute. The map shows the area between here and the human town of Seastone. It's worth a try. Yikes!
What's happening?
Oh, nothing much. I just scared off a pixie.
What, here? At this time of year? The beasties are getting more and more cheeky.
Phew, that was close. I can't get to the map as long as he's sleeping there. I'll have to distract him somehow. No, I can't. Well, maybe I can. I'm gonna burn in hell for this, guaranteed. The robot gets its energy from rubbish. That's got the power supply sorted out then. I wonder if that would work. At least it would distract the Master Brewer a bit.
Oh!
Ah! Hello? Stop! That wasn't supposed to happen. I have a feeling that wasn't such a brilliant idea. Oh, I like the Master Brewer.
That were amazing. The eternal struggle of dwarf against machine. And I won!
Are you okay?
Of course! And why not? You think a stupid tin bucket's going to beat a proper dwarf? No chance. That was good. Something's happening at last. Cause for celebration. I think we should drink to that.
I think he's drunk with victory, so he shouldn't see anything. I have it. The map of the area. So that's 2 of the 3 pieces of gear already. So all I need now is a parachute. Let's see. I pull the rope through the eyes on the rucksack. Yes, that works. I'll thread the rope through the eyes around the edge of the tarpaulin. Done. There we go. A parachute. And that's the last of my gear. I must get back to Grandad. Fast. And down we go. Excuse me, Colonel Grandad?
Yes, report back.
I have the pot, helmet.
Excellent, soldier. The helmet will protect you from physical attacks. You can even sit on it and use it as a saucepan.
Ooh, how practical.
Let me see your helmet.
It's not all that great, I know, but
What? It's a good helmet, and it's going to protect a good soldier. That is, of course, as long as the enemy doesn't attack with dragons, or has wizards in its ranks, or magical swords, and doesn't go for your head.
maybe I should look for some armor with magic.
Poppycock! That helmet will do.
Well, we can't expect any help from the Master Brewer. He doesn't believe the ring is important.
I didn't expect much more from that cowardly drunkard.
Grandad, he's my boss.
Some boss sits in his fortress drinking beer from dawn till dusk while his comrades are fighting on the front line.
I think he misses them.
Well, perhaps. But one thing's for sure. We're on our own, soldier.
I got a map.
Excellent. My commanding officer always said good maps are half the battle. Of course, you won't be needing it if everything goes well.
If what goes well?
But if not, it's always good to have a map with you, what?
I have a parachute.
Fantastic. Parachutes are hard to come by and are difficult to make yourself. After all, you'd only want to entrust your life in a quality product, not something makeshift you've patched together yourself.
Trust my life? But, of course. I mean, of course not. So, that's the last of my gear.
Excellent. We could get going if only my damn machine would work. But you can't find a thing in this house. No nitroglycerin, no dragon hide armor, no concentrated pillars of salt, no full mithril jacket bullets, nothing.
What do you need all that for?
For what? It's a war!
But we just want to deliver the ring to the Archmage. Don't you think a sled...
What? I need a nitroglycerin substitute. Something highly explosive. The only thing that comes to mind is good old dwarven ale.
Dwarven ale?
Devilish stuff. We reduced complete countries to ash and rubble with it. We loved the smell of dwarven ale in the morning.
Okay, I'll get you some dwarven ale. Anything else?
Yes, I need a cog. A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and lock ring locking. It's not a standard size, and I can't find one anywhere.
A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and locking lock ring. Sounds familiar.
Come back when you've got the stuff. I'll sort out the rest. But bear in mind, the Dark Lord knows all of your thoughts.
Right.